What's going on, guys? This is Rumblestiltzkin, and if you're like me, you're excited about the E3 Expo next week. That's coming up June 10th, the week of June 10th, and this video is going to be mainly talking about what we can expect to see from Sony, the PlayStation 4 and whatever else they got left on the PlayStation 3. But we all saw the announcement video, the PlayStation 4. I was really excited about it. They didn't show a few things, and that was intentional. They didn't show us what the game console looked like. They really wanted to focus on the games and the gameplay and the gamer, and I felt like they did that very well. Microsoft came out a few months later. They did show their console, but they talked about TV and movies, and they kind of didn't really talk much about games, so we can hope to see more about games during E3 from Microsoft. But yeah, this video is going to be focused more about Sony. So back to what this thing looks like, the PS4. We are going to find out on June 10th at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's going to be on the PlayStation.com website. I think other websites like Ustream and their Facebook, but that is where we're going to finally see the actual console. They released a teaser about it, and they kind of flashed a few images, and people have kind of taken their stab at designing what they could gather from those images. But finally we're going to see what it really looks like, and I'm pretty excited about that. I think Sony did this. I think they were pretty smart. They intentionally withheld this information so that they are still kind of in the spotlight about what is it going to look like. There's still people looking forward to what Sony has to offer. And they've been talking about it for 3 months, and Xbox kind of just came along. They showed everything, so I'm not really sure what else Xbox is going to have to talk about, but it's obviously going to be games. They talked about 15 exclusive titles that they're going to show, but we haven't heard anything about those except the new Quantum Break. But anyways, what games are we going to see from Sony? Well, they've announced on their PlayStation blog that they are going to be announcing and showing over 40 games at E3. That seems like a lot to me. They're going to be live streaming everything. They're going to have 3 days worth of coverage on their website, their blog, and everything. It should be exciting to watch. I'm sure we all can't watch it all as it happens live, so that's going to be interesting to go back and watch. But the big games that I know about that we'll be seeing more of are Killzone, Shadow Fall. That's made by Guerrilla Games. Infamous Second Son, that looks like a really good game. I played the first couple, and that was a pretty fun game. So this is the new game by Sucker Punch. It should be pretty sweet. Driveclub, that's made by Evolution. That looks like a pretty sweet game. It's a first-person racer game, so the view of you playing the game is from within the cockpit. They really want to focus on the realism, and the developer at the Sony event back in February, he said, we went borderline insane over the details and how realistic this is. So that'll be an exciting one to look at. Another one is Destiny by Bungie. That's a developer that hasn't been on the PlayStation 3 ever, so that's pretty sweet to get those guys, the original guys from Halo, over to the PlayStation side. And there will be exclusive content for the Destiny game. I'm sure we'll find out more about that. A few other PS3 games will be coming out. Let's see, Gran Turismo 6, that's one of the top selling games for the PlayStation 3, so that should be a pretty sweet looking game. Now it's going to be kind of interesting. They kind of have two competing racing games, but either way I guess Sony wins. So another one is Beyond Two Souls. That looks like a pretty good game. That's the one with Ellen Page as the actor, so that looks pretty sweet. We'll be looking forward to that. So another game that's coming out that I haven't mentioned yet is The Last of Us. That game looks amazing to me. I've been waiting for this game ever since Sony announced it at the end of their press conference at E3 2012. They ended with that shotgun blast to the face, and that was amazing to me. I've been looking forward to that game ever since. Now that game is due to drop on June 14th. That's the Friday after E3, which brings up a question in my mind. Why did they wait till after E3 to release that game? And I don't know. Maybe it's going to be so awesome that if it released before E3, that no one would even be paying attention to E3 at all, because they're going to be playing this game. I know I'm going to be playing it, and I'm going to be putting gameplay on my channel for it. I've been excited for this game, and that's where I'm going to be spending my time. So that's done by the Naughty Dog the developer Naughty Dog. They've been working on Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter for the previous generation consoles. Uncharted for the PlayStation 3. Those were amazing games in my mind. And now The Last of Us. You know, it's kind of interesting. I would assume that it looks like The Last of Us would be a PlayStation 4 title, but I guess it's still coming out on just PlayStation 3. So I think this really shows, you know, that they've been pushing the limits with the technology that they have. And even if it is only going to be on PlayStation 3, there's a possibility it'll be on the PlayStation 4 later on. But I don't know. If the PlayStation 4 is releasing, you know, later this year, I doubt that's the case. But I can't wait to see what they're going to be pushing out on the PlayStation 4 next year. And thanks for watching, guys. That's about it. That's about all the time I have for this video. So let me know what you're excited for about E3 from Sony. Leave your comments below, and I'd love to read through those and see what you guys are excited about. But again, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.